Hello and welcome to New Things Day, the day when things are new. No easier way to describe it, no easier way to explain it. New comic book day books, back issues, significant back issues, an Archie Key, another one, as DJ Khaled would say. More back issues, a few trades, a vinyl, and a little book game. We'll see what happens. First up is new comic books from my new comic book day. Today, very light week. Probably the lightest week I've had in, let's call it, 7 months. Batman number 28. Green Lanterns number 28. And I broke my rule. My rule is that I would only get the cover if both Simon and Jessica were on it. I could not avoid this cover. I think Jessica looks absolutely incredible on this cover, and I love this cover. Cyborg number 15. Black Bolt number 4. Avengers number 10. Wasp number 8. Shade number 11. 7 to Eternity number 8. Occupy Avengers number 9. This is from last week that I didn't get. And also from last week, Deadpool number 34. I'm going to save my Archie Key until the end of the other back issues, even though they were purchased separate times. So here's the story with these back issues. Half-price books had a huge clearance sale. Nothing was over $2. And all single, like individual comic singles were 50 cents a piece. So I spent a lot of time digging through them. That's where the books that I'm going to go over were from. That's where the trades are from. That's where these back issues are from. The only thing that's not from there is the Archie Key. I got that today at my shop. And I will say if I do more books that weren't from there. But these were all from there. All 50 cents a piece. So I think I did okay. First is Criminal, Second Chance in Hell, number 1. The Adventures of Archer and Armstrong, number 1. Archer and Armstrong, number 1. Archer and Armstrong, number 2. Archer and Armstrong, number 3. Archer and Armstrong, number 4. Archer and Armstrong, number 5. Archer and Armstrong, number 6. Archer and Armstrong, number 7. Archer and Armstrong, number 9. And more Valiant stuff. Harbinger, number 2. Harbinger, number 8. Harbinger, number 9. Harbinger, number 10. Harbinger, number 11. Harbinger, number 12. I believe this is a variant to Harbinger, number 13. And then I picked up this Ultimate Iron Man number 1. This is the sketch variant, I believe. I don't know exactly what the cover is called. The Final Pencils. It's the Final Pencils variant, I guess. And then picked these up, and some of them actually have stickers on the covers, which I hope I can get off. But these, not a book that I see a lot around here. I've been trying to complete it by just like finding them and searching them out. I have never really Googled wrong. I've never really went to eBay and looked any of them up or anything like that, just because it's one of those series that I enjoy to just find, and it's a joy when I do find them. Fables number 11. Fables number 13. Fables number 20, and there you can see the sticker actually on it, which is awful. I hate everything about it. but blow dryer should be able to get them off. Fables number 21. Fables number 22. Fables number 23. Fables number 24. Fables number 26. Fables number 27. They're all getting a mess down here on the floor, and I don't like what's happening, so I need to readjust what I'm doing. And then just a random pickup here. This is Batman Detective Comics number 662. I honestly might have 3 issues of Detective Comics total, so I just saw this and I said, yeah, I'll get it 50 cents. Is that a Keith cover? It kind of looks like a Keith cover. I'm not sure if it is or not. I don't see his name. Usually his name's huge. Okay, a couple. Okay, I'll do these. Sweet Tooth number 7. Sweet Tooth number 8. Sweet Tooth number 9. Sweet Tooth number 10. Sweet Tooth number 11. Sweet Tooth number 12. Sweet Tooth number 13. Sweet Tooth number 14. And then these were a strange thing for me to find because I don't know if I've ever seen these out in the wild. So it was nice to find these. They had a lot more, but I couldn't pull the trigger on all of them. So I just got the earliest ones they had, and that is Ultimate Spider-Man 13, Ultimate Spider-Man 18, Ultimate Spider-Man 19, Ultimate Spider-Man 20, Ultimate Spider-Man 21, Ultimate Spider-Man 22, Ultimate Spider-Man 23, Ultimate Spider-Man 24, Ultimate Spider-Man 25, Ultimate Spider-Man 26, Ultimate Spider-Man 27, Ultimate Spider-Man 28, Ultimate Spider-Man 29, Ultimate Spider-Man 30, Ultimate Spider-Man 31, Ultimate Spider-Man 32, and then they did have, and then it broke off from there and went to like the 40s. Then there was a run from like the 40s to the 60s, and then there was a break from there, and then there was a run from like the 80s to like 130. That sounds right. I don't know how high it goes, but there were a bunch of runs in there. I decided to go get that much. I couldn't pull the trigger on all of them. I kind of regret it now, but the wallet doesn't regret it. Also picked up these 2 trades. Picked up Ultimate X-Men Volume 1 and Ultimate X-Men Volume 2. These were only $2 a piece. I couldn't pass those up either. And then the vinyl I got, which I know Running with Comics Scott has it. I saw him show it off one time, I believe. And it is Chipmunk Punk, which is just like punk songs covered by Alvin and the Chipmunks. Not very good, but kind of a novelty item to add to the collection. And the cover, you can't really beat that cover art. Okay, now for the Archie key, the thing everybody's been waiting for. It's the only reason you tune in. That's the only reason you're here, is to see this Archie key. And I'm really excited about this one. It's in a lot better condition than I thought it was, too. This is Life with Archie, number 48. This is the first appearance of Evil Heart, which is Reggie's super villain, his super alter ego, if you will, the opposite of Pure Heart the Powerful. And I'm really excited about this. I'm really really stoked up about this book. And now some books I got at the sale. Remember that Archie was not there. I don't know why you need to remember. There will not be a quiz after this. But this is the Fireside book of dog stories. And I know when this was published because the reason, well, I like the idea of a book of dog stories, and Tara loves dogs. So this was mainly for her. But an interesting thing, I opened it up, and inside the front cover, well, not really such the front cover, but in the first couple pages, it gives a note about the use of paper during wartime. It actually says, a recent ruling by the War Production Board has curtailed the use of paper by book publishers in 1943. In line with this ruling, and in order to conserve materials and manpower, we are cooperating by, 1, using lighter weight paper, which reduces the bulk of our books substantially, and 2, printing books with smaller margins and with more words to each page. Result, fewer pages per book. Slimmer and smaller books will save paper and plate metal and labor. We are sure that readers will understand the publisher's desire to cooperate as fully as possible with the objectives of the War Production Board and our government. And the interesting thing is, if you look at it, the margins aren't that small compared to today, and the words are not that small compared to today. So, can I say thank the war for making books not have huge margins and giant words? I think I can. 1943 on that thing. Next up is T.S. Eliot's The Cocktail Party. This is a Harvest book, published, cover price of $1.65. This is his T.S. Eliot's play, The Cocktail Party, and I think this was published in 1955. I honestly don't have a guess. 1950. 1950 is when The Cocktail Party was published. Next up is Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's Complete Poetical Works. This is the Cambridge edition. I have a few other of these books. Sans Dust Jackets. Just kind of their name on the front and on the spine. This doesn't have a cover price, obviously. I'm going to say 1952 on this Cambridge edition of Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's Complete Poetical Works. And it was published in the year... See, now there's some small print. This came out in... looks like 1893, so I was, let's call it 100 years off, almost. Jesus. Yeah, it looks like 1893. That's an old book. Cambridge edition, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, 1893. Next up is Dickens Works Illustrated. This is David Copperfield. This is an Excelsior edition. And I love the look of this book. It's all kind of engraved on here. I know that is not the word. Embossed might be the word. The spine looks gorgeous. I love the aesthetic of this book a lot. No cover price, Excelsior edition, as it says, as you can see right there. My guess is 1933 for this thing. It has to be pretty old. I'm not going to say it's 1800s like the other thing, but it looks like price per volume in extra cloth binding was $1.50. So this was published 2 volumes in one. Not seeing a copyright page, so this one might be a mystery for now until I do some more research on it. Yeah, I don't know. There's no actual copyright page in here. So I'll have to look into this and see when this came out, when this was published. But I love it. I'm a fan of this. I'm a fan of the looks of this, even though, granted, I'm not a Dickens fan. Next up, Timidity, How to Overcome It by Yoritomo Tashi. It is part of the Mental Efficiency series. No dust jacket, just plain all around. I'm going to say 1920 for How to Overcome Timidity. 1920. And we have 1915. But looks like it was published in 1916. Copyright 1915, published 1916. Looks like a neat little read. Should be interesting to see what was considered timid back then. So, Timidity and How to Overcome It, 1915. The Best Tales of Edgar Allan Poe. This is a modern library book published by Random House, Modern Library series. And it's a big bummer because I have a lot of these modern library copies, and I was unaware that they had dust jackets at all. I thought they kind of came without them. This one having this dust jacket bums me out because not one of my other modern library books has a dust jacket, and it bothers the hell out of me. This has $1.25 cover price, and I'm going to say this is $19.54 for The Best of Edgar Allan Poe, published by Random House and the Modern Library. And come on. And it's autographed, guys. We got him. Wayne Casines. Thanks, Wayne. Appreciate it. And I'm not seeing a year, which is bothering the hell out of me too. Yeah, no year on this thing either, which that's fun, you know. That's a bummer. Looks like it was number 82 in the Modern Library series. We'll do more looking into that thing too then. Lastly, a book that I already have 2 copies of. I think 1 hardback and 1 softcover, because I do love this book. I love this author. But I couldn't pass up an autographed copy of this book for $2. This is Frank McCourt's Tis. If you haven't read Frank McCourt, I recommend it. It's very delightful. Irish boy, kind of moved. Well, I believe, if I recall correctly, was born here, and then moved back to Ireland, which he just kind of lived in, for lack of a better term, squalor, and then came back here to be a teacher, and just fantastic reads all around. True stories. It's autobiographical. I love it, and the fact that I got this autograph copy for $2 kind of bums me out. Right there's the autograph. Doesn't really look like anything, but you know, I guess even for just $2, if it's not, it's still a decent copy on hardcover. I'll do a couple more books. I don't know when this is published. Tis 1998. I'm gonna say it's later. Cover price is $26. I think it's definitely later. No, 1999. I was close. 1999. This is nice. This is fun. Men's Adventure Magazines. It's a Taschen book, which I have a few of these. The Rich Oberg collection. Men's Adventure Magazines. Had a cover price of, I don't know. There's not really one on here. But it is kind of just, it has like covers of them. It talks well, that's in Spanish, so that doesn't help me at all. It looks like it's just all covers. It's a lot of covers and kind of excerpts. There's a few. Some of these are in Spanish and French, and it's not helping me because I can't read those languages. But I'm going to guess this is published in 2004, if I just had to throw a number out there, because I truly don't know. Looks like this was published 2008. 2008 for Men's Adventure Magazines. And I'm done. I've taken enough of your time. You watched all those back issues. You listened to this book bullshit I had. And then listen, we both know, we all know here why you come to watch these. And it's this. It's the Archie. It's the love of Archie. I love Archie. You should love Archie. We all should love Archie. Read Archie. God damn it. Love yourselves. Love each other. And read goddamn Archie.